Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today I'm going to talk about items that I got in the last two coach drops. I had picked up two items that I reviewed already from the May 27th drop, and I was kind of on the fence about them, so I'm going to give you an update on those items. And then I'm also going to talk about three items that I purchased from the most recent drop on July 1st, and my opinions on those, and from there we'll talk about some issues that I feel that are happening with Coach right now that don't please me. Stay tuned. So, in the Coach drop on, what was that, May 27th, had to think about it there for a second. I picked up two items, and the one item I liked, but I was concerned about the fabric on it. I ended up keeping it, and now I wish I hadn't. Time has passed and I can't return it. But I'm going to tell you, that is the pink denim double zip wallet. And the reason I wish I had returned it is I don't know what's going on. And this is what I'm going to talk about at the end of the video, is the quality issues. It's got the 6 credit card pockets, and then of course there's the cash pocket. And I left some cards in here because I just wanted you to see. This side's fine. It's not difficult at all to get the cards in and out of. Let me see if I can do this on camera without falling all over the place. I mean, I just slid that down too. However, the other side is so tight. It's cut too short. If you know anything about sewing, you'll know what I mean. I mean, here, see if I can do this on camera. Maybe I'll do it better on camera. I can't even get this in now without, I mean, it's, for lack of a better way of putting it, a shit show. I don't know what the heck happened here. I don't know if I could take this back and get a refund now. There, I got it in. Of course, I got it in the same pocket. No, I know. Yeah, that's the same pocket I had it in before. So it's stretched. I'm hoping maybe if I use it, the pockets will stretch, but nothing drives me crazier than pockets that are too tight for the credit cards, or these were gift cards and a rewards card. It shouldn't be that complicated. And I've not had that issue with this particular item before, so I don't know what has changed, but it's not for the better. I hope this isn't a sign of things to come for this particular item, because it's really a nice item. Otherwise, like I said, I haven't had any issues with the other ones I have. The other item I had was the wristlet. It was the Ashton wristlet in the blue, and I couldn't get my cell phone in it, I thought. Well, I had tried to put it in because I wanted to see how tight it was with some of the stuffing still in. Once I took the stuffing out, I'm going to show you here. My phone is not a real big phone. It's a Samsung, I think it's an A52 if I remember correctly. It goes in. You have to turn it a little bit. It doesn't just drop right in. And in order to get it out, I have to mess with it. It will absolutely not fit in this front pocket. It doesn't hold a lot either. I'll use it. I'll use it sort of like a wallet, maybe. I don't know. I did use it one day. I put some stuff in there. The other thing I don't understand is they only put, like they do in the corner zips, they only put 2 credit card pockets. Hopefully you can see that. They had room. They could have put either another one going up or one's on the other side. So it's just, I don't know. It's not well thought out. But I ended up putting stuff in there. I think I put a card case in here like I would do if I was carrying the other one. And then I put the cash in here. That didn't thrill me either. I mean, if you were carrying this by itself, this magnet, while it's strong, it's fussy. I'm just going to be honest there. So, I don't know. I'll keep it. Maybe if it doesn't work out, I'll just resell it. I don't know. I hate when I spend money on stuff and it just doesn't work out according to plan. Anyhow, in the most recent drop on July 1st, I bought 3 items. One I was super excited to see was there. The other 2 items, one was something I had been wanting, and the other one was, I was like, oh yeah. I was sucked in by, you know, just seeing it and going, oh yeah, that's really cute. So what did I get? So first thing we're going to talk about is the item that is actually going straight back to Coach. Wanted to get this video made before I take it back, obviously. And that's the diamond scarf in the cherry print. Let me tell you, this looks a heck of a lot better on the screen than it does in person. I was shocked when I pulled this out because I have several of these scarves. First off, it's folded in half and then folded again. Why is it curved? Is that all stretched out? First off, the fabric looks like really poor quality. This was $45. I'm sorry, it's not worth $45. I picked up polyester scarves off of Amazon and Temu and other places that cost like $7 or $8 that seem to be better quality than this. And I'm just kind of shocked because I had bought the cherry scarf they did, I think it was towards the end of last year, that was the thicker, wider, like twilly type scarf. Beautiful quality. This is crap. The designs, I think they were printed on. They are not woven in. And I realized for $45, you know, that's one thing. They have no dimension to them whatsoever. I saw somebody make a comment that they thought the little cherries looked like male sperm. And I have to admit, when I looked at this, I thought, I can see where she's kind of coming from. Especially if you're looking at it on the, you know, Coach website. It's just weird. So that is definitely going back. I'm not at all impressed. It was also another fiasco. I'll be nice here. In order to get it, I got a notification it was out for delivery. That was on Sunday, July 5th. It never showed up. I didn't get it till the next day. And here's the best part. It was FedEx, or FedRex as we're calling them now. Remember that, folks. I look out and it's a U-Haul truck. I'm like, what the heck? So I don't know what happened to their truck. Maybe that's why it was delayed. I just thought it was kind of hilarious that, you know, FedEx is supposed to be this big company and they're delivering stuff in U-Haul trucks now. So what else did I get? Well, the next item is the item that I was kind of like, oh, let's go ahead and get it. Last year I bought several items, and this is one of my things I'm kind of upset with over this cherry drop, is so much of what they released in it, it was repeats of last year's stuff. I don't need another sunglass case or another card holder or another Terry bag with a cherry print. I wanted to see some different stuff, and they really dropped the ball. I did manage to get one thing that I hadn't bought in last year's drop because I don't think they even made it. Well, maybe they did. And that's the corner zip wallet. Take the stuffing out so I can show you the inside. And it's just like any, you know, normal corner zip wallet with the two. No! It doesn't have the 2 credit card slots. It's only got 1. Oh, look at I would have sworn my other ones have 2. Anyhow, I will say the leather on this is really nice. It's nice and soft. The pebbles are great. In case anybody's wondering, the pattern is an embossed design. It's in that way it's similar to the print of last year, and I really like this. And they don't look like little, you know what's, because they've got some dimension. So that's the other thing that's missing. Let me pull this up here. Okay, so if you can look at this close enough, I hope I can get this to show. You can see little white marks on there that are supposed to be the highlights of where the light would hit on the cherries. That's completely missing on this scarf. That's what's wrong. They just look like big red blobs. There are a few here, but they are so tiny you can barely make them out. Just very poor design. So, but anyhow, I got myself the corner zip. Hopefully the zipper is going to work better than that was. Anyhow, that's always a useful thing. I mean, you can use these for any number of things. So the item that I really was excited to get, because I've been wanting one of these. I already have one and I wanted a second one. What do you think it is, folks? I was one of the few lucky people to get on the website, and I didn't even get up at the ridiculous time. I didn't get out of bed till 7, and I was shocked that this was even still there. I got the notebook. And this is really nice too. I think their notebooks are one of the nicest things that they make. And you know, the fact that it's something that's refillable, I need to go looking to see. I have another one that has the, what was that release? The Boardwalk release with the Sunday pattern on it. And I really, really like it too. I'm probably going to use this to keep track of my bag stuff. I, you know, sit down and write out ideas I have for videos that are coming up, and keep track of what bags I've carried and so forth. So that's exactly what this is going to be for. I've been doing it in a notebook that I have that I use for something else completely, and it's getting kind of confusing because I'm running out of pages, and so this will be perfect for that. So the other thing I want to talk about is the quality issues that are going on right now. As we well know, I'm not pleased about that double zip. If you go over to Chris at Mad Hatter Bags, I'll put a link below to the video I'm talking about. He recently bought a bag that was done with the patchwork leather, where they sewed it with just like X's. The bag has no lining because it's a Brooklyn, and oh my gosh, I was floored when he showed me the pictures of where it was coming apart literally inside. And I'll be honest here, as somebody who has sewn since I was a kid, when I looked at the pictures of how that bag was constructed, I was like, no, that is not the way to construct a bag. The fact that it doesn't have a lining in it makes it even worse, because you start putting things in that, and that's going to put tension on those threads, and eventually those bags are going to fall apart. I'd almost bet money on it. I think it was a very, very poor design, and it has me wondering what is actually going on at Coach. Something else that we've been talking a lot about within, I've got a squeaky chair here, I'm sorry. Let me move it a second here. Is shipping issues. And I'm starting to wonder how much of that is the shipping companies and how much of that is starting out at the warehouses these items are being shipped from. And here's why I say that. I have ordered some other items from other companies and have gotten them in normal, what used to be normal times. For a while there, I was kind of blaming it on the fact that we had this new depot open near us and things had changed. But I recently placed an order and got it in 3 days from another company. My Coach order with this came as 2 separate orders, this most recent one. The one was FedEx, like I said, it didn't come for 2 days. The other one, I never got any tracking. Or well, let's put it this way. I got a tracking number, but it was worthless. When I went in, it kept saying awaiting pickup, awaiting pickup, awaiting pickup. I had placed the order on July 1st, and I looked every day, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Morning of the 6th, I checked, still nothing. I actually contacted somebody at Coach, because I'm like, where's my package? Oh, they couldn't give us any answers. You can imagine how shocked I was when our mail showed up, and there was my package. And on the tracking, it's still saying awaiting pickup. I'm going to insert a picture right here because I want you to see this. I was floored because somebody, somewhere dropped a ball. I don't know if it was the Postal Service, if it was Coach, but I'm going to say this. I know it seems like when there's a change in how the warehouse is managed or where the warehouse is located, that always seems to be when shipping fails start to happen. Something I've noticed with Dooney and Burke, if I'm getting it from California, it takes me forever to get it. Now I realize it's got to come a heck of a lot further, but they're terrible. They don't send you tracking information most of the time. You actually have to physically go in and check it. But then it like does this grand tour kind of thing. But if I get it from Connecticut, I get it in record time. I can have it in 2 or 3 days. I don't get it. Something's not quite right here. And I'd love to hear if you've had any similar issues or have noticed the same kind of thing. Because I'm really starting to wonder if these companies are taking the cheapest option for shipping that they possibly can. Even if it's, you know, one that you've paid for. I know Dre over at Dre Loves Bags paid for express shipping on her Coach order and didn't get it. And that's really starting to make me wonder. She was actually going to try and get her money back. She was so upset. And I don't blame her. You pay extra for the service and you don't get it? That's not okay. You know, customer service is really falling apart and I'm tired of it. And I'm going to be honest here. After the whole fiasco with the powder pink and the denim drop earlier this year, I had kind of sworn Coach off. I went and bought a couple of items that I really wanted that they happened to have at my local store. And then I didn't buy anything again until that May 27th drop. And I wasn't impressed with that drop, and I'm not impressed with the way things went with this cherry drop either, as far as my package and the lack of quality in that scarf. So I think Coach and I are going to be on a break, you know, like Ross and Rachel, because quite frankly, I'm tired of this. I don't have time for these kind of games, and I know most of you don't either. I think the only way we're going to get the point across to these companies is stop spending the money with them. Right now, I'm on a very vintage journey with Coach anyhow. I've been buying stuff on eBay, and I have picked up some really awesome bags that some were on my radar all along and some weren't, but I'm not as frustrated. And that says a lot. When you're buying stuff off of eBay, it's a crapshoot. Let's be real. You can go in and look at the reviews and stuff, but now eBay has started doing the same thing that a lot of places do. If they just get record that that box was delivered and you don't go in and put a review out there, they put one automatically and gives them a 5-star review. Keep that in mind, folks. If you're buying off of eBay, go in and do the reviews, because otherwise people are getting credit where maybe it isn't due. So I've been very lucky. I've only had one, well, we'll say 1.5. We'll count that bag, that Dooney bag I got with the scuff in it, but the seller was great on that. I really cannot place any, you know, complaints there, or, you know, they made it right by me and I'm fine with that. But the other one I had, believe it or not, was a sewing pattern that it said it was uncut. And if you're somebody that sews, an uncut pattern is much better than one that's been chopped up. Because first off, if somebody's not careful with their cutting, you might end up with seam allowances that aren't right. But the other problem is you also might end up with pieces missing. So I get this pattern and I open it up and it's completely cut apart. Somebody has obviously used it for sewing. So I filed a claim about it with eBay, and they immediately gave me my money back. And this woman who sold it to me accused me of trying to be a scammer. Oh, it was all intact. If it was intact, how did I end up with extra pattern pieces from another pattern? Go figure. So, you know, everything comes with a certain level of risk, but you don't expect it from a well-known brand in retail. And I think we need to stop and maybe think about what the heck is really going on with these companies. So that's my soapbox for today. I had a wild day today to begin with, and I thought this is a good time for me to vent. So sorry this video is a little bit longer than most of my normal ones, but wanted to put that out there because I think it needs to be spoken about. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you got some information out of this, or you maybe got some thinking to do because of what I've said. And glad that you stopped by. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.